Okay, so Nintendo didn't want to raise the price of the Switch 2, but when AI companies started hoarding RAM like it was Gollum with gold, the gaming community became collateral damage. Let's get into it. Shoutouts to Gizmodo for the article. Nintendo Switch 2 is getting a price hike, and surprise, surprise, it's all AI's fault. But yeah, if you're tired of watching AI companies hoard the world's hardware while the rest of us get stuck with higher prices and shittier products, maybe stick around, like, and subscribe. This channel is a place where we track down the fallout every single day, every shortage, every price hike, and every corner of geek culture slowly being polluted by AI. So yeah, if you want to keep tabs on this nonsense, be sure to stick around. Now, let's get into this article. Okay, so Nintendo tried to avoid raising prices on its nearly year-old Switch 2 for as long as it could, but in the end, even the mighty Mario Maker couldn't stave off the ongoing RAM-pocalypse that's caused the prices of just about all consumer electronics that require memory or flash storage to increase. In its latest earnings report, Nintendo announced it could increase the price of the Switch 2 by $50. Starting on September 1st, the hybrid handheld console will cost $500 instead of the current $450 in the US, and other regions will see a price hike too. In Canada, the Switch 2 will increase from $629.99 to $769.99. Jesus Christ, forget $630 is already high as is. In Europe, it'll jump from $470 to $500. Japan will get hit the worst. Okay, let's hear it. Starting on May 25th, all models of the original Switch lineup, including the Switch, Switch Lite, and the Switch OLED, and the Switch 2 will get substantial price hikes. Japan will also see higher prices for Switch Online and Switch Online Plus expansion for both individual and family membership starting on July 1st. It's a dire moment for the gaming industry. Everything from devices to games is getting more expensive because there's not enough memory or storage to go around for consumer products. The RAM-pocalypse that we're currently in started late last year when memory makers such as SK Hynix, Samsung, and Micron, which used to sell RAM to consumer tech companies, reprioritized their businesses to sell RAM to AI companies like OpenAI, which require ungodly amounts of memory for their data centers. Without the ability to procure RAM at affordable rates, the prices for RAM and SSDs have skyrocketed, everything from laptops to consoles. And yeah, there have been some people that have been trying to put our hopes up saying, oh hey, it's the RAM shortage is, it might be getting a little bit less bad soon, but yeah, I hate to be a doomer, as I say all the time, but I don't see things getting better. But anyway, it's not only big gaming and tech companies getting rocked hard by the RAM-pocalypse. Boutique companies like Ain that make small batch products such as the popular dual-screen Thor handheld have been forced to not only hike prices for certain configurations, but also offer new, less capable models to meet demand, shrinkflation, if you will. I know this sounds wild to say, but if you've been waiting to get a Switch 2 or any gadget, my advice is to get it sooner rather than later before the prices increase further. If you have to do your Christmas or birthday shopping a year in advance, do it. This is the reality we now live in, one that could continue on for the next few years. And yeah, I think it goes without saying that this is all the fault of AI being the massive boom. And what's it all for? What are all the current most popular AI products that consumers are using nowadays? What is AI being utilized for? The answer is nothing fucking important. And you want to know something? This one comment I found on Reddit basically sums up everything I'm feeling about this perfectly. Sure, everything that requires these components might be getting more expensive, and our water is being polluted in massive quantities, and these data centers are being put up illegally and against community wishes and using over double the energy of the entire state they are located in which those energy costs are being passed on to citizens instead of corpos, and to train any of these models they are literally stealing, cough cough AI art, and it's destroying people's ability to think critically even more than it already was, and they deliberately set them up to be manipulative ass kissers to get people to keep coming back to them, and it's doing irreparable harm to our children's learning and schooling. But when you think about it, isn't that all a small price to pay to be able to ask ChatGPT or Claude to do a task or fetch some information and have it give you the wrong fucking answer? Genuinely, that is the best way to describe this entire RAM-pocalypse situation. But yes, this comment shares my thoughts, but what are y'all's? Whatever it is, be sure to let me know in the comment section. That's gonna wrap up this video, boys. This is Jack Talks Back, signing out. You guys have a good one.